It's boy Zappa King, the Giant Robots, and welcome back to Super Robot Wars at the Quattro. I have a strange and interesting beverage to try. Called Rescue, and all I can think of is Morning Rescue, the commercials that were left in during the original subtitled run, fan-subbed run of Madoka Magica. And that's okay. It's like watered down Kool-Aid? Kool-Aid without enough sugar? The point is, it doesn't have that usual sting of like many energy drinks. That's alright. Okay, with that in my system. Story as is written by my strange Japanese wiki page. www.pla.la.or.jp/jory/srow/story 046, which is just this 46 stage. The Unicorn was stationed after handling supplies to Colonel Henkin, who was commanding in the Asian region, but was attacked by Oz troops. Alien with pointy head. Oh shit, it's Stu Creed. Stage 34, Mars and Marg. So finally, if you're following along at home, we are finally properly numbered with the flowchart. Finally. We must send the main character, Dan Kuga, Thaumatis, God Gundam, Boss, Getter, Billabine, Dunbine, what's her face? What is her name? I forget. Simone. Took me a moment. Zambot 3. Alright, so then let's... It's Rain. Rain's in Bendum. Hildian the Taurus. Go Shogun. Cosmo Crusher. Rue. Just a question of who to take for the last slots, you know? We'll grab Leisner and Commune. Koji can sit back the stage. Okay. Wait, hold on. Hold up. I have to choose to send Godless, don't I? Dang it. So as it turns out, I can't send Takadu at all. It's not here. Let's be safe because I think most grunts even now have double move. Subterranean. Hold on. Yep. Let's go Shogun. 1XL. Make sure to get that condition. Alright, just a moment. One moment. Okay. Let's play a bit more. Handle some business. And forget what song was what. Come back from break and didn't fix the music. Of course, the breaks are more frequently as I try not to crash. That's the hard mode for the day. Now, can I do this? I know this is stupid, but okay. Four 6,000 unit or 6,000 HP units. I want to do the move. But then we also have so that's not all of the SP though. Excellent. Do this. Wait. Yes. That's some good money, matter of fact. No. Now we're gonna hold off. And lo, we have obtained a co-host. Who are you and what do you do?
Hello, my name is Kris. I'm from, well, two different channels, I guess. Gunpla Network and RedZone.ca.
Very good, very good. We are in a podcast together that we recently recorded an episode.
Yeah, 5 episodes. Can you believe it? We're going to be up to 6.
Yeah, I gotta figure out what I'm really gonna do with that 6th one. But
No spoilers, no spoilers.
oh no, not at all. This is what I do on my channel. I play Super Robot Wars. This game is entirely in Japanese. So, what, if any, experience do you have with Super Robot Wars?
Unfortunately, not much. I played a Super Robot Wars on PlayStation, and of course it was also 100% in Japanese.
Right.
I think it was a 3D one.
3D?
Is there like a 3D action one?
A 3D action Super Robot Wars? Not on the PlayStation. There's a couple on the PlayStation 2. There's Scramble Commander and there's Another Century's Episode, but they're more action-oriented than strategy.
I'm starting to think it wasn't Super Robot Wars, but another multi-mech thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's possible. Like I said, there's Another Century's Episode. That's in Japanese, and it's more like action-oriented. It plays a bit more basic than like the Gundam Versus games.
Oh, okay.
And then there's Scramble Commander, but that's like a little more of like RTS.
So what system is this running on? I'm gonna say Super Famicom.
No, take a step up. One
N64?
step up. We are on the Nintendo 64.
Oh wow!
But this particular entry in the series is that weird one that released after several games on the PlayStation, but then like in the middle of that where they're making developments and strides, and you've got games with voice acting, games with moving animated sprites. 64 comes out, it's on a cartridge, and it has no voices and no real like animated moving. You have a static sprite with the occasional weapon or gun that'll pop out, as you just saw.
I swear this is a Super Nintendo game from the looks of it.
I think the one thing that might make it less Super Nintendo is it's 2D sprites that work on a 3D background.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So once the screen changes after this, here's the 3D background.
Okay.
And it's the only game that does this, so at least it has its own unique thing going on.
It looks awesome.
It's decent. It's just weird because of course I would pick the one that has no translation, very little coverage. Like, everyone looks at it, it's like, oh yeah, that was a game, wasn't it? And nobody really pays it any mind. So, let's see, what kind of menus do I have here? Okay, not much.
How do you know what you're doing? Oh my god.
Years and years of experience, and then I've just, like, learned to finally internalize, what things are. Like, I can tell you that this is the Methus.
Oh. Oh yeah, look at that.
Yep. And also from Gundam we have the Zeta. And the GPO3, but with Ru in it, because Ko can sit on the bench. But Ko is also serving a function by sitting on the bench, so he's being useful, and by not being useful at all.
He can be useful as cannon fodder.
Well, that too, but this game does an interesting thing. So, I'll leave it up to you. Where would you like me to start? The basics of this video game, or the weird thing about leveling up in this video game?
I guess start with the basics.
Okay, so this is a tactical RPG, much in the way of, I'm going to say, Final Fantasy Tactics, Disgaea.
I was just going to say Tactics, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you have your blue units, all of my people here, and your objective is, of course, shoot down all the red units. And sometimes it's a little more complicated, because this says something more than destroy all enemies. I think this is telling me that a particular person cannot be shot down. But that person's not even on the map yet, so it doesn't matter.
Because they're important to the story, or...
Yes. And so each stage takes elements from 1 or 2 or maybe 3 different mecha series, weaves it in together, and that's why you have something like the Black Ares over here, next to the Gunpla. I think these are Gunplats. Let me find out. I have a means of finding out. Yes?
So you've been streaming all day today?
More or less.
Oh, wow.
Okay, here we go. Oh, look. There, you can kind of tell that that's, Ashamar. And then here's the God Plant. And, of course, you have your Ares over here. They mix things up, so there's a lot of real robot enemies on the field right now.
Okay.
So, you're... Violent. Thank you. I said Gunpla. Those are Violent. I was wrong.
I do that too. I always get the Kaplants mixed up with the Bjarlans.
So, in moving, each unit has a range that they can move in, as well as several different attacks and animations that have their own individual range. And as you can see by the first column here, this is their general attack power. The second column is the range in which they are effective. The third column is an accuracy modifier. Down in the row beneath, these are requirements. This first one has 8 ammunition, and then a bunch of terrain ratings, which is like how well you can be in one terrain and shoot into the other. Like,
oh, okay.
Like, beams don't go in water. This
Right.
third stat over here, that's the water stat. Beams do not water. So, with that, I will move the main character, because most Super Robot Wars have an actual, like, original main character for the story. I'm gonna
Hero.
move it.
Is
Yeah,
that
the
Zeta?
hero. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
That is the characters. One of this game's original main characters. When you start the game, you'll get a choice of 4 based on your personal preference. There's both 2 males, 2 females, and each one uses a real type robot, which is stuff like Gundams and Macross. And then there's the super robot, which is more so like, where did you get this weapon from? Where did you get all this power? Along the lines of like Gurren Lagann and Gunbuster.
Oh, Gunbuster. I love Gunbuster. I just found out there's a Gunbuster 2 I have to watch.
You
didn't even know. No.
Well,
It was during the period where anime was hard to get in Canada. And you would only get to watch anime if you knew somebody who knew a fan subber, and then you would get it on VHS back in the day. And
yeah. I forgot about the Canada part.
You know what? It wasn't until Gundam Wing came out in the 90s, and then everybody started realizing, oh wow, people in North America will buy anime. It's like, duh.
Yes.
Why do you think we've been pirating it for the last 20 years? Because you guys don't bring it over here.
Right.
And then all the anime came on DVD, any anime that you wanted, so.
Right. One by one. So this right here, this is another one of Tomino's creations, or a Battler Dunbine.
Oh, Dunbine, right.
Okay. Now, as small as Dunbine units are, they are still considered super robots, because they're powered by like soul and emotion and magic. Like, where did that sword come from? Yes. How did you power up your sword? I got angry, or I got emotional, or my girlfriend was there. That little heart chime right there is one of this game's unique features. It's a relationship bonus, wherein if 2 characters that have affection for each other, their attack power goes up. This game is also old in the fact that this is only going to do 269 damage. You can't do any more damage than what the opponent has. There's no overkill.
Oh, okay.
But later games is like, oh, you can see tens of thousands of overkill if it has 10 HP or 10,000.
That's always fun, though.
Okay. So, we can kind of see the spread of units. I've got some weirdos back here. Boss Borat from Mazinger. He serves the special function of being able to resupply. So when I start using up a lot of my energy, you go back to like, okay, you know what, solve that problem. So I'm actually going to go ahead and try to do that. This means I have to add energy restore.
Twitch has thrown up some kind of message.
Which part of Twitch?
I'm watching the stream. And it says, hello, if you're seeing this, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, that's the chat will appear on screen.
It's a huge purple screen blocking your stream, though.
A huge purple screen?
Yep. Unless it's just for me?
Maybe it's just for you? Because I'm watching it on my laptop and I'm not having it. I don't see anything like that.
Weird.
What does this purple screen say? Because this is curious.
Okay, well, if I watch it in a browser, it's okay, but if I watch it through Discord, it says, hello, if you're seeing this and you're not already on Twitch TV, click here to get the best Twitch experience. If you're seeing this and you're already on Twitch TV, please review your third-party tools, blah, 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 blah.
That's weird. Well, you don't have to watch it on Twitch so long as you're watching it on Discord, because that way, like, you get the live reaction to what's happening. Twitch is on a slight delay. I just gave you the link so you could, be there. See what other people are saying.
Oh, I've got both going, so.
Oh, okay, cool. So, unfortunately, now I've run out of things to blow up temporarily. Because they're all further away. They're further away. But at the same time, okay. The interesting thing that this game has done is that it can be integrated with the Game Boy game. And in that Game Boy game, you can level up these same characters doing other things. But when you connect the two via the transfer pack on the Nintendo 64, it will equalize the levels between the highest of either the cartridge on the Game Boy or the 64. The game is smart to realize that you can go through on your handheld and over-level your characters. Oh look, Domon Kashi is here.
Alright, silly question. Where is the chat?
Which part of the chat?
In Twitch?
The Twitch chat?
Yeah.
Are you on mobile or on desktop?
I am using a browser.
Huh, it should be on the left? Okay.
Oh, there we go. I found it.
Alright, we did it.
It's been a while since I've used Twitch, so.
That's okay. So, the game recognizes that you can overlevel your characters, and that would make the game entirely too easy. So, part of the function that Ko and Quattro and Bright are serving is the enemies are their level is based on the average of your team's highest and lowest. So if I have a character at level 73, that's going to bring up the enemy average level. But if I have a character still down at level 14 and 15 like Quattro and Ko are, at least I stand a chance. Although it seems like at this point the enemies are starting to caught up to me. Because here's Rue at 63. Here's Dan Kuga at level 73. And this random Gundam Wing Grunt in the Bylarant is at level 71. Okay. That double is a special status that once at a certain level, characters can act twice on their own turn.
Oh, cool.
But this means that while I can go twice, now the regular-ass grunts can also go twice. That's my heal bot. The Metis can move next to an ally and recover its HP. Very useful. One of my Twitch icons should actually be the Metis itself. Let's see if it's still there or not. Yes. There it goes. Metis will appear on screen. But those are the bases of the game. You move your dudes. You try to get them in range of their weapons. Some weapons can be used after they move, some cannot. But those tend to be like the big gun, the giant artillery.
Right.
The super move Hadouken. Another one of Tomino's creations. Zambot 3.
Zambot 3?
Yes, it is. It is the first show where Tomino got his nickname of Kill 'Em All. Because...
Is this pre-Gundam or post-Gundam?
Pre-Gundam. It's, I think... No, it's post-Gundam. I think. It's pre-Gundam. It's, I think, 77.
Yeah, because he did Ideon after Gundam, I think.
Yeah. Like, he worked on Raideen, which was 73 or 75. And then he did Zambot. He did Daitarn 3, and then Gundam because he wanted to do something like Yamato, the space drama.
Yeah, oh yeah, Yamato was one of my other favorites.
Okay. Oh, well, let me show you the screen before I go and adjust things. So, on this screen, after we select the attack and the unit, ignoring all of the text, what we're looking at are the percentages. On the left is their chance to hit me. It is guaranteed. I'm a big giant super robot, and that's an Ashamar. It's going to be able to dodge me pretty damn easy.
Oh, so there's a good chance you won't even hit him.
Right. So, we have a command here that brings up a list of spells, and these three are just which of the three pilots that we're using. And amongst all of this stuff that I've learned to read over time. I can't actually read it, I just recognize the symbols.
Yeah.
This right here will make sure that I hit anything that I touch. So now, when we move back, I'm guaranteed to hit it. But it's also going to hit me back. So we're going to take measures to prevent that. I could do two things. I could take half damage from it, or avoid it completely. I'm going to take half damage. That's the wrong one. Half damage. Which means if this boat over here tries to shoot at me, I will also take half damage from that. Ah! That guy! That's not Jared!
No, it's the other jerk.
Baran? I think?
Yes. Is he the one that survives to Zeta? Sorry, Double Zeta?
Maybe, no, that's Yazan.
Right, the old crazy guy.
Yeah. Several episodes ago when I streamed this, I had a whole, argument with the chat over, no, that's Jared, because I only looked at the shape of the hair. That's not Jared.
No, Jared's got black hair, doesn't he?
No, Jared is blonde, but he's just got different features.
Oh,
Ron
right.
gets blowed out by armor.
Isn't his name Jarek?
Jared Mesa.
Maybe in the fan sub I watched, they translated it to Jarek.
Well, he is a jerk, so
yeah.
I've seen fan subs that will change the name of a character and just let it ride because no, it's funnier that way.
Oh, I got a bootleg DVD set of Zeta Gundam.
Ooh.
Back when it was still relatively new, and it was horrible because it was translated from Japanese to Chinese.
Yeah.
Oh, he's from Get a Robo.
Yes, but yeah. Do we call those crab sticks? When they're translated from Japanese to Chinese and then to English?
Oh, so
the giant
Char...
robot community will call those crab sticks because of the same thing happened to Mazinger, and I think a villain's like, I will defeat you with my crab stick.
Well, Char ended up being, instead of red, the red comet, he ended up being Red Planet 001. And Camille ended up being Camaro.
Yes, I love it. Oh,
it was so
best.
bad. It was so bad. I took it back, and I'm like, I can't watch this. This is ridiculous.
Oh, that's best.
He's like, what's wrong with it? I said that they've called the red comet Red Planet 001.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's better than the autocorrect of Hyaku Shiki to Haiku Chic. Chairs Haiku Chic. Okay, so Get a Robo over here is currently underground. Nobody recognizes that he is underground. He is not a target to anyone.
How do you tell he's underground?
He's kind of transparent.
I guess it's kind of hard to see through Discord.
Yeah. and now he's more a vivid blue.
Oh, yeah.
And then, of course, you know Getter Robo. Change, Getter. Now he's different.
No, he's Dragon.
Yes. And now...
Right, that's the tank mode.
Okay, I thought you might have known the name because you knew Dragon. But then I remembered, oh yeah, there's a model kit for that.
Yeah, I don't know the... No, I don't know the blue one, though.
Oh. Let me show you the blue one. That is Getter Liger. Jushin Thunder Liger.
Right, Liger.
Yeah. You know...
See, my problem is that when I saw Getter Robo G, it wasn't Getter Robo G. It was butchered like Macross was into Robotech, and it was called... It was called Starvenger.
Yeah.
And it was like... They didn't even have the right names and stuff. The fat guy was called Foul Tip. That was his name in the show.
Foul Tip? That doesn't even sound right. It's like
I know.
Ryoma's name is like Homer something.
I know, and then they called him Foul Tip in the butchered North American. And then what they did is they took... Was it 50 episodes or more? I can't remember.
Probably. But... It's supposed to be about, like, in the 40s, I think.
Yeah. They took the whole run and edited it into this 2-hour movie, which was okay.
I've seen a few of those before.
Now, the funny thing is the same company also did that to Grandizer. But they left it called Grandizer. They called it Grandizer. And then they did the same thing. They took the whole run and edited it into a 2-hour movie. But they kept most of that one the same. I guess they figured out their mistake from doing Starvengers.
Like, there's another one that I watched too called Deimos. But I found the Americanized version that was, dubbed. And
what was it called?
That's what I want to look up because it was like that. It was cut down into like a movie.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to find what it was called.
And speaking of Macross, apparently Harmony Gold has revised its contract with Tatsunoko or whoever made Macross. And we're gonna start seeing more Macross stuff in North America now. They're sort of loosening their chokehold.
Yeah, and which means relevant to Super Robot Wars, that now that Super Robot Wars is internationally released with official English subtitles, now they can start putting Macross in the games again, and they'll probably be calling it Robotech, like the way Yamato is called Star Blazers.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't find what it was called.
But what the original contract was is that anything with the word Macross on it couldn't be brought to North America because Golden Harmony owned the rights to it, and they buried it because they wanted to get their Robotech name out there. But now they're loosening their grip, so now even though Bandai's been making Macross kits for years along with Hasegawa, they've never been legally sold in North America because of the stupid Harmony Gold thing. But now we're going to start seeing more of that stuff in North America. So, and I heard a rumor that there's going to be an HD reboot of the original Macross series, just like there's the rumor that they're going to do an HD reboot of the original Gundam series as well. Yeah, Blaze, I'm hoping we can see more.
Okay. So now that I'm
more Macross here,
I'm just gonna send him out on assignment to do what I wanted to do. Do you still have double move? Yes, you still have your double move. So after being distracted, yes, we need one more.
Funny seeing all these super robots because I've just gotten a whole bunch of these old animes.
Yeah, I've got like 5 shows worth of this stuff.
I know this song. That's Get a Robo G.
Yeah.
Best opening ever. At least when they butchered the North American release of Get a Robo G into Star Avengers, they kept all the music, so.
Yeah.
And they actually didn't, other than changing the names up a lot, they did actually a really good job dubbing it.
Yeah,
better dubbed than some
bad.
90s anime I used to watch.
Like when they did it back then, it wasn't that it was bad, it was just like weird.
Well, yeah, like some of the 90s anime I tried to watch dubbed, it's like they ran out of voice actors and they grabbed the janitor out of the hallway and they're like, read this line.
Yeah, that's when it was bad. Like the early to mid 90s, that's when it was funky. Now we're gonna see if this Shine Spark is gonna blow up this. Oh yeah, this bloat is done.
9,000 hit points.
This boat is done.
Holy cow.
Now, unfortunately, I forgot to cast the spell that doubles the money I get from that.
Ruh-roh.
That's fine. Oh, it's totally fine. I expected more from that.
Is there a boss unit you have to blow up?
Not yet. I think for now the condition is just to defeat all the enemies and don't let my battleship get destroyed. But
Question, is Grendizer in here?
Funny you should say that, my friend. Please be patient.
He's one of my childhood heroes. I got the
You got the model?
Words aren't coming. Come on, words. Blah, blah. I have the HG Bandai kit.
Yeah, the model kit.
Stupid lips.
I have a respect but a love-hate relationship with Grendizer. I've never seen the show, but it's been enough Super Robot Wars that in my early playing career, it used to annoy me. It's like, stop, I want to send G Gundam, stop forcing me to use this guy, I don't want to use him. And then in games where it's like, you have to use him or you lose, it's like, oh, Grendizer is good.
They probably got paid to make him good in the game.
You're probably not wrong. That is the thing that happens. Like, some series will get preferential treatment. I think just in general, like Ava gets a lot of like special treatment. Gundam Wing gets a lot of special treatment. Zeta Gundam. But then if the show is new, like this is the first time it's been in the series, then it gets like double that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we're gonna do an entire episode, an entire stage of Super Robot Wars, wherein the entire stage is a cutscene. Stage 43 is complete. You didn't do anything.
Oh, that's like playing Final Fantasy X. The whole game's a cutscene.
Yeah, and then here is... Wait. Okay, I see. That should be good enough.
It also answers my question if this is original game music or anime music, but now I know it's anime music.
It's both.
Oh, it's both. Okay.
Yes, they make versions of the songs without lyrics for each game. Space. So like half of this game ends up being like karaoke. Because you know the words, you know the melody, but the words aren't there and it just makes you want to sing them.
This song is familiar. What's it from?
This is Go Shogun.
Okay, no.
Sen Goku Majin Go Shogun.
Did that ever come to North America as anything else?
It came to North America as Go Shogun. I have the DVDs.
Nope, never seen it.
That's okay. I don't think it was ever televised, if that's the question.
Yeah, because they did weird things like they had, what was it called? Gatchaman, but they called it Thunderbirds over here.
Yeah. Or G-Force.
But if you actually look up Gatchaman on a wiki, Gatchaman's was based on the British Thunderbirds with the puppets.
Right, no,
So
Gatchaman was called G-Force. G-Force. At least here in America, it was called G-Force.
In Canada, it was labeled as Thunderbirds.
Let me check Anime News Network to see, 'cause this is... Because I know...
So how are you capturing this to your computer? Because it looks really good.
Starbirds! I found it. It was called...
Starbirds! Sorry.
Yes, this was called Starbirds.
No.
Hold on. No, I was talking about Deimos earlier.
Oh,
it's the same thing.
Starbirds.
Yeah, and that was called Starbirds. So I watched Starbirds several years ago.
That horrible Starbirds movie?
Yes, I mean, that's not in this game, but that was what I was trying to think of.
Yeah, I think I have the original Deimos anime.
So,
Deimos.
They are releasing Deimos on disc later this year. Because it's part of what's called the Robot Romance Trilogy with Combattler V and Voltes 5.
Okay, so I have Cho Denshi Machine Voltes 5, Cho Denshi Robo Combattler V,
Yes.
Choju Kishin Dankuger, Choju Kishin Dankuger Hakunetsu no... God, I can't pronounce these.
So this is Dankuga, and that sounds like you might have God Bless Dankuga, which is like the OVA?
Maybe,
or is it something newer? Because there's also a Dankuga Nova.
It says Dan Cougar Burning Epilogue.
Okay, that's no, not Dan Cool Guy, Daniel Cougar.
Starbirds.
Daniel Cougar. Dan Cool Guy. But yeah, Burning Epilogue is like just a few extra episodes after the show because watching the series proper, it just kind of like drops off. It's like, we're done. Budget's out. Show's over.
Yeah, I do have Deimos, but it's called Toshu Deimos.
Yes, Toshu Deimos. That is the move.
Yeah, apologies, I don't speak Japanese.
No, I'm just being a nerd. I'm not trying to correct you.
Plus, I'm Canadian, so that doesn't help either. A boot.
A butt? You're gonna put a boot on?
I got Natty of Blue Water. I've always wanted to watch.
That is actually in a Super Robot Wars game.
Genesis Climber Mospita.
Not in Robot Wars yet, but you know that can change.
Get a Robo G, new Get a Robo, which I didn't even know about.
I've not actually watched Get a Robo or G. I own the original DVD box set for new Get a Robo, which like Get a Robo goes through like reimaginings and reincarnation. Coming this year will be Get a Robo Arc.
Oh wow.
Yeah, another new Get a Robo. And look, so here's some reinforcements. Do you know that song?
Yeah, that's Grandizer.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
This is the stage wherein Grandizer joins the team.
Oh yeah, there's this little spaceship.
Yeah.
With the robot in it.
Yeah,
See, I'm kind of disappointed with the Bandai kit. Is you get the robot, but you don't get the spaceship that he comes out of. You have to watch the anime. It's actually really good.
I am not against watching the anime. I just, growing up, I hated Grandizer. It's like, no, I want G Gundam. I don't want to use Grandizer. Go away.
What I always found funny about Get a Robo G is the bad guys are basically Nazis with horns coming out of their head.
Yes, Hitler. Hitler is a guy.
Hitler. or if you watch Monty Python, Hilter, Mr. Hilter.
Mr. Hilter.
So you just blow up a bunch of guys and then more guys just show up? Like, is there any, like, end game to this, or?
Yes. So, Because it's
Bright Noah.
Yeah, he's here. I'm just not used. Bright Noah is serving a function as staying low level so that my, the enemy average kind of stays down. And there was Chimney Crockett there for a second. I know you don't like G Gundam.
I probably wouldn't even know who that was. That guy?
No.
That's not G Gundam, is it?
No, it's not. This is God Mars.
Oh, I have that anime too.
Alright. So
Is
each
Ideon
stage,
in here?
Not in this game, but Ideon is in Super Robot Wars. Each stage takes, like I said, the plot of a couple shows, and throughout the course of the game, God Mars of 3 frames, 3 frames of animation, and they across the game, they progress and replay the plot of each show, mixing in elements of the others. So like, Oz is working with Neo ZEON for 2 maps, and then they don't get along anymore, and Haman is going to join your group and fight Milliardo.
Oh, okay, so it's like a Super Robot space opera.
Yes, exactly. Super Robot Wars. Yeah. As such, this particular stage has a lot of elements from God Mars and okay, hold on.
Oh, I get it. Okay. Did they ever explain why all these super robots exist in the same universe in this game?
Sometimes?
Did they use like the Universal Century Orgus bomb to, the dimensional bomb that like conglomerates all the dimensions into one?
That would be the entire plot of Super Robot Wars Z on the PlayStation 2.
Oh, seriously?
Yes! that is the debut of Orgus, and that's what happened in stage 1. Play out a little bit of that scene, and then stage 2 switch over to the main character, and then suddenly chunks of the world are replacing it.
I loved Orgus 02. That was one of my favorite animes in the 90s.
So something that I haven't had to do yet, and I'll do this real quick, is there's a menu option to save your game in case you have to quit, or if something bad happens, reset. It's like, oh, that thing that happened didn't happen. That didn't happen in this simulation. Now I'm going to see if, logically speaking, should these not combine? Gata! Yes! Marine Spacer!
Oh, wow.
And you do get like 2 of the other ships as well. Unfortunately, neither one of these people seem to have the go fast magic. Wait, what? What? Ooh! Ooh! Ooh, this girl is good. She has revive.
Ooh,
In case any of my units is shot down, she can bring them back to life. Or if I want to use Hiroyui as a self-destruct bomb as a function,
yes, please.
I get a free one. In some games, that's actually like a valid tactic to like upgrade a unit that has self-destruct with really high HP and then throw it at a boss. And it's like, oh, you take this damage, you can't defend. Unfortunately, Wu-Fei and Advanced Portable. I've seen people use Boss and Alpha Gaiden. I want... Whomst has... like, you. I want to make sure you get to see your boy Grandizer in action.
Woohoo!
I didn't know you were a fan of Grandizer. Like, I went in expecting you to know, like, only modern super robots. I am pleasantly surprised, sir.
I am older than I sound.
I also work with a bunch of teenagers who haven't yet learned the concept of watch stuff that's older than you. It's good. Some of them get it.
That. I can't watch that. It's black and white. Are you kidding me? Some of the best stuff's black and white. It also helped that when I was a kid in the 80s, my uncle owned a video store, and we could take any video from the store we wanted to watch. And he had like all these things. He had Grandizer, he had Star Avengers, even a badly a very badly edited Ultraman, where they took two different Ultraman series, and I don't even know which ones they are because there's so many different ones.
Right.
And made it into one movie. So you're watching the show, and the first half of the show is this one Ultraman series, and then all of a sudden, the other half of the movie is this different series. So all the characters change, all the ships are like completely different, and it's just like, what's going on here, guys?
Get punched!
Ho. I don't even remember the bad guys, what they were called in Grandizer.
I don't either. I just know some of the lore behind Grandizer. He's supposed to be like the strongest of the Mazinger robots until Mazin Kaiser happened.
Yeah, I've heard of most of these super robots, but I've not watched the anime. Like, I've had the Ideon anime for years, but never got around to it. I've got the God Mars anime. I've never got around to it.
Yeah, I missed my chance to get Ideon on disc because I didn't know it was going to be like a limited thing. It's like, oh, I'll get it later, and then it's out of print and gone forever. I have to pay like a couple $100 just to get the damn thing.
I just have fan subs.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's how I'll watch them, but you know, I collect. I want to have them in my hand, on my shelf.
Yeah, I feel that way too, but sometimes it's just not attainable. Like back in the day, my first copy of 0083 was a copy that someone had captured from Laserdisc.
Ooh.
And then used an Amiga computer with a program called Genlock to do the subtitles.
Interesting.
And back in the day, finding Genlock fan sub anime was like the holy grail because it was done really well.
Oh.
But unfortunately, by the time I got it, it was on VHS, right? So.
Oh yeah. Here's Dan Cool Guy. So that's supposed to be like his finisher, or like the secondary finish. Hold on, let me see if I can't like bring up his attack menu.
It's like, I will breathe on you, 10,000 damage.
So this game does a weird thing where you have to level up your weapons individually.
Oh, okay.
And the second option here is supposed to be his current finishing move, but instead I upgraded the one below it to the max.
So is that 4,300 the damage?
Yes, that is the damage before it calculates the defense stat,
all the bonuses.
Yeah, all their attack stats. The fact that those numbers in red actually don't mean anything in this game.
Those numbers?
Yeah, those red numbers. So this game was badly programmed.
So it's like it's like, whose line is it anyway?
The numbers don't matter.
Where the points don't matter.
Right. So there's the pilot and the robot stats. The pilot stat, I think. So the pilot and the robot stats are added together. But then there used to be a third stat called limit, which was, imagine Amuro being in Zeta Gundam but still having the OG grandpa. Don't you think he's way too good for the grandpa at that point?
Oh yeah, it would feel slow.
So that's what it's supposed to emulate. Like, you are too good for this robot anymore. You need to upgrade its limit stat. But unfortunately in this game the limit stat doesn't work.
What you just described is exactly the reason that the NU Gundam got made.
And also the NT1, the Alex.
Yep.
Yeah, but yes, as Blaze is saying, it's a good thing in this case that it's a good and bad thing that the limit stat doesn't work in this game, meaning that my stats right now are not capped. I don't have to spend extra money on a number that doesn't work.
Oh, okay.
But on the bad side of that is if you're a fan of Endless Waltz, you have to spend money on that stat in order to upgrade the second season wing units into their Endless Waltz form.
Oh, okay.
Which, in 3 out of 5 cases, is a bad idea.
Oh, really?
Yes, if you fully upgrade the Sandrock into Sandrock Custom from Endless Waltz, it reduces itself to having 1 attack. And it loses its shield, so it's a complete downgrade.
Oh, so they're penalizing you for upgrading?
I mean, your numbers are super high, but basically, yeah, you're being punished for wanting to have a good robot.
So you can upgrade, but there's caveats.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, I loved Endless Waltz, Sandrock, I want that. And
you know what?
Sure, you'll have good numbers, but then, like, you lose your shield, you lose your gun. It's lame.
I guess it's no different from playing, any RPG, excuse me, and finding new gear that, might have better armor, but then, it's got like -10 defense, or it slows you down, or
Yeah.
or you're stuck at walking speed, or
Exactly. Now, as Blaze was saying there, the heavy arms and wing, that's just a straight up upgrade. You're like, oh, look at this map attack.
Is it because maybe wing and heavy arms are the more popular Gundam Wing Gundams, and Sandrock is kind of like, eh?
Probably.
He's just like filler.
But I think it's more so like they're trying to be more accurate to the series. Like, what other weapon does the Sandrock have? It has its heat shuttles and maybe some Vulcans. Whereas we know the heavy arms has the leg missiles, the shoulder missiles, the chest Gatling, the arm Gatling.
Lots of
the
kinetic.
fire the everything move.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Blaze is saying that it loses its 1 melee move, it loses its army knife. But you gain 2 map weapons and then all this other stuff.
Like, out of the 5 Gundam Wing Gundams, the 2, lack of a better term, hero suits would probably be the wing and the heavy arms.
Yes.
And the other ones are just like filler or backup, or I don't know.
So, your boy just game overed.
Oh.
We were talking so much, and I thought that, I just need to...
What happened?
So the that ship that I just shot down?
Yeah.
This one? I wasn't supposed to do that.
We were just talking, and I guess you just misclicked.
No, I went in with the full intention of blowing it up. I wasn't supposed to.
Why? Because reasons?
More or less. Probably because plot reasons, because...
Okay, so how do you know you're not supposed to blow it up, even though you can blow it up?
I guess being a native Japanese speaker would tell you that this character here and this guy here, or that ship there, this guy, are supposed to be having some kind of conversation. It's supposed to be a case of like, no, they need to talk it out and not blow each other up. But they're still an antagonist, therefore they can attack you.
Okay, so what are you supposed to blow up?
Everything else.
Okay.
It was just that one.
Everything else is fair game.
Yeah, everything else is fair game. That one, that guy, don't touch. And it was like just so casual about it too. It's like, okay, let's we got the shoot down. I looked at it, I was like, oh man, I didn't do the double money thing. It wasn't worth much. God Gundam gets his morale to go hyper, and then game over.
Kaboom.
Yeah.
We got talking about Gundam Wing and it totally distracted you.
I would have. You know what? Probably because I went into the stage not doing my research from my strategy guides. You know, holding Google Translate up to the book so I know not to blow up that ship.
Okay, which robot is that? I don't recognize that guy.
That is Mars. It is a base state of the robot that it is God Mars, which I think is part of the plot right now. Is maybe I'm not supposed to do anything until he can, you know, get into higher morale. Which, if we look under that 69 there, very nice. That is a morale stat. That is, you know, how hyped up you are for battle.
Oh, okay.
And in the case of a few robots like God Gundam over here, once you hit a certain level of hype, you will unlock the stronger moves.
Oh.
You actually don't know G Gundam?
I haven't watched 1 minute of it.
So was it you or Pat that brought Nether Gundam to the table?
That was actually me. Because he's sort of a meme, right?
He's a meme, but the meme is the actual opposite of what you presented. People actually love Nether Gundam because it's so stupid.
It's just so useless. I could talk for hours on how stupid and useless it was.
And yet that's why everybody loves it. Because it's so stupid and useless, like, this means it is the strongest. It got to the finals without fighting. Everybody was afraid of him.
No, here's the funny thing is, it turns out that it was a mass production unit.
Yes, it was. There are 42 Nether Gundam on Neo Holland. I have that number memorized.
No, Neo Holland, is that a colony?
Yes, in G Gundam, nobody's on... Most people are not on Earth.
They're all in colony, okay.
It is much... The show operates much in the way of, like, the Olympics. Every 4 years, each, you know, major nation sends down a Gundam to Earth to fight it out, and the winner of the tournament gets to be president of space for the next 4 years.
Oh, okay.
And that's why you have Neo Japan's fighter, Neo America's fighter, Neo this and that. It's a competition. But then there's the subplot of the Devil Gundam, the ultimate Gundam in creation.
The ugliest Gundam in creation.
I will not argue with you on that.
But they nailed Neo Canada though.
Lumber Gundam?
Lumberjack
Grizzly Gundam in America?
And then Neo America was a football player, I think?
It is a football player with a surfboard, and he's a boxer.
Yeah, American football, not...
Yes. Gridiron.
Not footy.
Not football, but gridiron.
Oh! It's Camaro!
Camaro Biden. Camaro Biden.
Is Red Planet 001 in here?
Yes, For Vagina is sitting on the bright boat.
My friend has an art book for Zeta Gundam, and in the art book he's called Quattro Vagina. They actually put it in there as that. They actually put vagina in there.
Damn.
Because you know that's what he was talking. That's what they were going for, right?
The upgrade for Max 2 was a cowboy.
Oh, that's right. He looked like Clint Eastwood, right?
I don't actually know this one.
If it's the one that turns into the cowboy that looks like Clint Eastwood, he's like a, you know, he's got the revolver and...
So,
I may have to try watching G Gundam just to see if it's as bad as it sounds.
It's divisive. Like, if you can watch something goofy and enjoy yourself, G Gundam is great. If you like shonen fight anime tournament stuff, it's great.
If it doesn't take itself seriously, then I could probably watch it.
It takes itself seriously when it's time to take itself seriously.
Oh, okay.
But it's not very often. Like, you know, Domon seems like he's serious, but he's a goddamn moron. He's actually a moron. And so I was saying earlier, the overall arcing plot is, you know, behind the Devil Gundam is that it was built in concept to kind of like repair the Earth, since the Earth is kind of in a shit state.
Okay.
And, you know, things went wrong, wires literally got crossed, it goes corrupt. And the idea is that instead of trying to fix and repair the world, it's just gonna like, yeah, I'm gonna go nuts and blow up everything that is not nature. And it becomes a case of, you know, man versus nature. Technology versus nature. Look at what this tournament is doing to the world. You're fucking up everything. And then people look at the world like, oh, we are fucking up everything. We're stupid. Oh, I already reloaded him. Hey, level up. 69. Nice. And this time, don't blow up this guy again. Which is why I think I did it, because he was like, oh, he's right there. Let me go shoot his ass down. Remove him. Those gosh darn space nords and their goddamn friggin' Gundam fight. Get off of my lawn! Combat Ruby is also in this game, but I don't think I get him till the next stage.
Who? Sorry?
Combat Ruby. Chodenji Robo.
I don't know that one.
Super electromagnetic robot Combat V. You said you have it on your hard drive.
Oh, Combat V, sorry.
Yes.
The one thing I love about 70s anime is all the opening themes sound like lounge songs, you know? It's with the guy singing and...
And the songs are made for the show. Like, you're not gonna find a music video on television for Combat V.
No.
Not like nowadays where it's like a song is made and then it's like, oh, it just so happens this studio needs a song and that song sounds halfway related? Can we buy these rights? Unless you're Jam Project, then Jam Project will make you a song for the show.
Like the
One Punch
Space
Man.
Battleship Yamato opening is one of my favorite songs.
Yamato is good. Yamato is also in one of the English Super Robot Wars games.
Oh, nice.
Yes. That's why it is known as Star Blazers. $21.99. And it actually turns out that Yamato has probably like been the best battleship in Robot Wars since ever. It can take hits. It can put out damage. It can wipe out the map by itself. Wave motion gun, engage. Okay, so I have to defend, not get shot down by this weird crab ship. Oh no. I think what I'll do is the coward's move and put him on... No, I think I just need to move him away. No, do not. That.
Who's that? Oh, what is that?
Something from God Mars?
Hmm.
But that is the GP03.
Nice.
Hello, Phil.
Oh, 10,000 hit points.
Yeah, that's battleship class.
Did you see that they've come out with an HGUC 1144 Nightingale?
I saw that announcement.
I wonder why they did that.
Because the only other version is Re100 and it's very large. It's like the Re100, there's the SDEX.
I have the RE100 and I absolutely love it. There's actually a story behind the Nightingale. There was, when Unicorn was being developed, and there was a manga being developed, which I don't know the title of, they couldn't decide if the Nightingale was going to end up in the anime or in the manga. So they decided to put the Nightingale in the manga. I'll have to look up what manga it was. And then they ended up putting the Neo ZEON in the anime, because I guess they thought it was a better thing. Because the Nightingale is actually a Char suit.
Yep.
Sorry, a Char suit. I always say that wrong.
Yeah, I think a Char is a fish. Or tuber.
Yeah, Arctic Char, yeah.
Yeah, the Nightingale is in the Char's Counterattack novelization. Also known as Beltorchica's Children.
Right, that's what it was. They didn't know whether to put the Nightingale in the anime or Beltorca's Children. I think I read somewhere we're getting a Beltorca's anime.
I don't know, but that would probably have to be done after Hathaway's Flash.
Oh yeah, I think it's like 2022 or 2023 or something like that. I think it's in the works.
Hello, streamer. That is me.
I guess they were deciding whether to put Char in Unicorn, but I guess then they decided to make him a Char clone.
Okay.
Full frontal.
Many of my Robot Wars associates know much of the deep lore. As such, Char was supposed to be in Double Zeta, but then they got greenlit for Char's counterattack, and like, he can go take a nap at Sweetwater.
Oh, I'm glad they did CCA. That was so good. I have to watch that again.
I got to see it in theaters when it came.
Yeah, none of that showed here, unfortunately.
Yeah, we got it in theaters along with Narrative, and I think we went to me and my roommates dressed up in our ZEON cosplays to go watch Char's Counterattack in theaters.
Yeah, see, we never. I guess the city I live in is too small of a market, and they don't bring that stuff here. Like, they brought, like, Ghibli movies here, which was nice.
Uh-huh.
So I got to see, Spirited Away, and what was the one after it? Howl's Moving Castle. And, unfortunately, I didn't get to see his last work, with the planes.
Porco Rosso?
No, it's a brand new one with it's about the Italian guy who built a plane.
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
I think it's just called Wind or something. I don't know. My
Could be.
brain is not working.
That's okay. You're also like, on the spot, so it's like no time to think. You're live. You have an audience. Deal with it.
I will Google it.
That's fine. You have the freedom to Google things. I'm playing the video game.
Oh, Princess Mononoke. I saw that here. I think Tales from Earthsea might have shown here. I've seen all the Ghibli movies.
Very nice.
Multiple times. The Wind Rises. That's the one I was...
Okay.
Oh my god, that's from 2013?
Yeah.
Holy crap, that came out in 2013. It feels like it's a brand new movie. Oh, there's a new Goro Miyazaki movie called Earwig and the Witch. I will have to look that up. Came out last December. Oh, and Hayao has a new one. How Do You Live? 2023. Okay, so he hasn't retired. Woo! He keeps talking about retiring, and then he makes another movie. He was supposed to not make The Wind Rises. He's like, okay, I'm done.
But then he made The Wind Rises, and he wasn't done.
No, and actually, The Wind Rises is very good. It's the guy that's in the anime is a real person, but the story that is written for him is fictional.
Marvin.
I think he was real. Yeah, Jiro Horikoshi. The real guy, he worked for Mitsubishi Heavy Industries. And I think he designed the Zero, the Mitsubishi Zero for World War II. If I'm not wrong. Yeah, he did the A5M, the A6M, which was the Zero, and the J2M, which was the Raiden. But in the anime, it's a fictional story about him.
Uh-huh.
It's actually really good. If you're into like World War II planes and stuff. Like if you like Poco Rosso, you'll like Wind Rises.
Alas, the only plane-related stuff that I've ever really watched is Strike Witches.
Oh. I'm looking forward to Hathaway's Flash and finally getting my Z Gundam or whatever you call it, the XI Gundam.
The Cassie, I think it is? It's a Greek letter.
Yeah, I don't know what to call it.
It's like XI would be G in like Chinese, but it's Greek, so I think it's Cassie.
Oh, Cassie Gundam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I want that. I was first in line to get a Penelope.
Penelope.
Space Chicken.
Alright. Oops has blessings. Get blessed. Get large finances. The KSI Gundam. Why does he get a Gundam? When's my Gundam? Jokes. God Flash.
So how many hours do you have to play this to finish the game?
Yes. Most Robot Wars average between... yes, a lot. Older Robot Wars games were like 30 stages, and then 40 was the average, and nowadays like 60? And this is one of the older games where like every time it goes to the animation screen, that's mandatory. Newer games will let you skip that, or just turn it off completely. It's like, I saw it once, I don't need to see it again.
It's the best part of the game.
Yeah, but if you keep seeing the same one over and over, it's like, okay, let's get on with it. Yes, Impact with 101 stages. I played that one.
100 stages? Holy
yes,
crap.
And so that's... Like, when it's early, it could be like 30, 45 minutes per stage. And then, as it goes on, each stage is just going to get longer and longer. So, with us talking and dialoguing here, I'm at an hour and a half on this particular stage. The last one I did by myself came in just under an hour.
Wow.
And that's with me not having anybody to talk to.
I'm very impressed that Discord filters out my very clicky keyboard when I type. So you don't
He
have to
did.
listen to it.
Get this man off my screen.
Oh, boom.
Just remove. Just go away. You're
He did.
unwelcome here. Yeah, he did. you don't have bless. You have bless. Give me extra finances. Yes, but I also played an extra stage because of the link with the Game Boy game.
Oh, you can link it.
Yes, that's what I was saying earlier. Is if you link the two games, if you have your level higher in one than the other, it'll average them out across the two, so that both games will have level 64 armor, level 64
right.
Char. Can I try to...
So if you play a PlayStation-based Super Robot Wars, are the cutscenes 3D or?
No. 3D Super Robot Wars games are few and far between. I think there's only 3 of them. There's one on the GameCube, one on the Wii, and then one on the PSP. So what's the 4th one?
Huh.
Bill is telling me that there's a 4th one.
Oh.
All right, they did. They did a remake.
Okay.
Okay, so that means there's 5. 5 of them.
Uh-oh. You've been schooled.
Well, they schooled each other. Well, if you don't count XO, then you can't count Dreamcast.
It's good that they're keeping it old school with the 2D. I prefer 2D games still.
Yes.
That's why I'm looking forward to that new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game that's coming out. It's all 2D.
So, here we have a unique thing called a double attack, wherein 2 characters will combine their moves for even more high power damage.
How many Super Robot Wars came out on Saturn?
2?
Just 2, eh? Okay.
Yeah, there's F and F Final. So that's, between the two, that's like about 100 stages. And that one does have Ideon.
Oh, yeah.
And Evangelion.
I thought it would have more games on it because the Saturn was hugely popular in Japan.
Which is... yeah. But it's like 2 of the 3 games that were on a Sega console.
Yeah. Were those games on any other console or just the Saturn?
The 2 on the Saturn also got ports to the PlayStation, but as Blaze seems to be holding his head, the PlayStation version of the soundtrack is vastly inferior.
Really? Interesting. I guess whoever ported the game got lazy.
Could be. I want the money.
We all want the money. Give me money.
Large finances.
Larger debt.
Trying to get everyone in positions. So, like, outside of, the big fandom and, like, watching the animations, like, oh, look at the pretty robots shoot each other down. Like, some of what takes up time is trying to manage the most efficiency out of your actions. There are some games where you get some special secrets and unlocks based on how fast you play through the game.
He's, that alien guy, he's one of the generals from Grandizer.
Oh, is it Grandizer? I would have pegged him for being in God Mars, but I don't know.
No, that red ship, he's I don't think he's the master bad guy, but I'm pretty sure he's a general.
Right? I saw that meme recently, like, you don't understand, Evangelion has relatable characters and they all have problems, and the other face like, I like Gundam because they do war crime.
Yeah, I think Hideki Anno actually said that Evangelion is a robot anime and nothing else.
Yeah.
Then why did we have to sit through all that whining?
I don't know, like
constant
like
whining from Shinji.
To subvert the tropes of super robots.
I can't wait to see the 4th movie. I'll have to keep an eye on when it comes out on Blu-ray. Apparently, the 4th can't talk anymore.
What
Evangelion movie broke all kinds of records in Japan.
Very nice. Very good.
For its opening. Because everybody were just waiting. Maybe he is the main bad guy from Grandizer, because he's got 30,000 hit points.
Oh no, that's just typical battleship numbers.
Oh, okay. Pretty sure he's just a general.
Yeah, but it's a battleship. It's supposed to be... This is the stage boss that you were looking for.
It's been so long since I've seen Grandizer. I don't remember who the main bad guy is. Who the Supreme Overlord is. Anybody remember?
No. I've never seen it. King Vegan. Or vegan, depending on your pronunciation.
Vegans must die. Sorry, vegans.
Yep, just like Gundam Age, the vegans must die. Done!
Yeah, I'm just looking up the Grandizer wiki here. I'm gonna see if I can figure out who the main bad guy is.
And then, I already cast Bless. Good. I'm just gonna yeet this this whole battleship off my screen real quick.
Oh, so the guy that pilots the Grandizer is Duke Fleed, which was not his name in the butchered anime that I saw when I was a kid.
I don't like that it's Fleed. I want it to be Freed with an R.
It might be.
Well, no, I think it is Fleed. I'm saying I want it to be Freed.
Oh, look at this. It says UFO Robot Grandizer appears in Dynamic Super Robot Wars and Dynamic Heroes.
Yes.
And also in several installments of Banpresto's popular crossover video game series, Super Robot Wars.
No, it's the co-cover for... no, you're not from Italy. You're from Canada. My co-host, Kris, is from Canada. There's large finances.
Do I sound Italian?
I think it's because you're talking about a bunch of giant robot shows that were popular in Italy and didn't really make it to the US.
Yeah, it's weird how so much anime made it to Italy. It's all good, Phil.
So these two are now having their dialogue that they're supposed to have because I didn't kill the guy.
The wiki for Mazinger. Why am I on Mazinger?
Because he's part of the Mazinger franchise.
Oh, okay. We don't have a very good wiki for him, because usually they have like all the characters and stuff.
Grandmasters Goldrick in Italia. Italy. Whatever.
Oh my god, there is a new Grandizer anime.
What? When?
There's a trailer from 2020. I'm watching it right now.
Really?
It says UFO Robot Grandizer Goldrak movie trailer. Holy crap! Is it 3D?
This what?
It's 3D. It's a 3D Grandizer anime. Whoa!
Is it an anime or just a trailer or what?
I don't know.
Hold up. We're switching.
Wait a minute. Hold on here. Oh, this is some BS someone's made up. It's got footage from a Star Trek movie, a Star Wars movie. It's some BS someone's made up. Sorry.
Oh.
I got trolled. And 2 other robots I don't recognize.
You could show me and I could probably easily identify them.
It's
Okay.
I will stick it in Discord. Where are you?
There you go. Well, now that the game is back up. At the end of the stage, after dialogues have occurred, and I can't read any of this, I do have a Japanese wiki though. The story after clearing. Obtain information on the Galactic Empire from Marg and Duke. The information is different from the Muge Empire and aims to destroy the Earth. Therefore, he decides to intercept the Galactic Empire in space rather than fighting odds. Good old English. Hey look, there's Quattro. Chic Quattro. And Duke takes his helmet off.
Oh yeah, King Vega from Planet Vega. Okay, yeah, that's the main bad guy for Grandizer. Big ugly guy with ears. Now I recognize him.
Ko, what are you doing on my screen? And thus, this episode is over.
That was it?
That's the end of the stage. Kris, where can we find you and your future projects? Plug yourself, sir.
Plug myself. Oh, you can find me on YouTube, redzone.ca. You can also find me in podcasts on Gunpla Network.
With me, this guy.
I think our latest podcast will be published this weekend. That will be episode 5.
As such, by the time this episode goes up, it will be last weekend.
And also, we published our second podcast on redzone.ca.
Yeah, I need to get around to watching that. I might put that on as I end the stream.
Redzone.ca is a retro gaming channel.
Yes. But I thank y'all for watching. Good night, Space Knights.
Good night.